Hi, I'm Susie Brown, and I want to thank you today for joining us for how to maximize your Social Security. So let's get started. So it's really essential when you're doing your Social Security to understand how things work for you so you know you can make a knowledgeable decision on your retirement. So let's talk about some of the facts and information that you need to know. Here at Senior Benefits Consulting, first of all, we help people maximize their Social Security. We also help them with their Medicare and their signing up for their Medicare and try to get them additional benefits if that's what's needed. But let's talk about one of the facts when it comes to Social Security. Most people, or many people, who have Social Security are not getting as much Social Security as they could be. Now, many times people call me and they say, well, they told me one thing, but that's not what's ended up happening. So even CNBC has said that this one is in 2018 that people who are they receive bad advice from when they call Social Security. And in the case of 2018, 196 people who are retiring who were widowers lost over $113 million in benefits by bad advice. And just so you know, when you call Social Security, or I should say on their website, it states that only the information on the website is correct, regardless of what you're told on the phone. So let's look why it's important to talk about your Social Security before you pick it up. Again, and this one is the Dallas Morning News, just in 2023, they flat out stated that the Social Security Administration agents were giving out bad advice. And because of that, many people lost benefits. And the solution is to talk to somebody who understands how it works so we can guide you on who to go talk to at Social Security to make sure you're maximizing your benefits. Now, there are three types of Social Security. There is the Social Security retirement income, which is what we're all working for. There's Social Security disability, which is for those people that are under age 65 who are disabled. And there's supplemental security income. And that's for people that haven't worked enough years or credits, but still need some kind of basic income. Many people come to me and they say, well, Susie, how do I get Social Security? Well, you have to earn the credits, whether it's on you or your spouse, but it's all about your work credits and, of course, paying your taxes. So to get Social Security, you do have to work 10 years or 40 quarters. Now, I get calls, people say, I only have 28 quarters. What can I do? And if your spouse has worked 10 years or 40 quarters, then it allows you to get Social Security as well. Let's talk about full retirement age for just a moment. Now, full retirement age, what that is the age in which you will receive 100% of your Social Security retirement. So let's just pretend for a moment that your full retirement age is 67. So you were born in 1960 or later, which means that anything under age 67 means you're going to get less than 100%. And if you work over that, you're going to receive more. And we'll go more in depth on that in just a moment. So, one of the first things people say is, what if what if I haven't worked 10 years straight? What do I do? Well, it's 10 years or 40 quarters over all the years that you work. So you don't have to worry about if you had to take off a few months or if you were gone somewhere. It's all about how many total numbers of years or quarters that you've worked. And they do look back over your last 35 years. A lot of times people come to me and they say, well, when can I start my Social Security? And I tell them, you can start at age 62, but if you start at age 62, you will receive a reduced amount than what you would have received in the case of the person who was full retirement at age 67. So you're talking 5 years difference there. So your amount is going to be 30% less. Let's look at a few cases where we've helped people get or maximize their Social Security. Now, in this situation, Ralph was receiving $2,000 and his wife Judy, she was receiving 500 and they'd been married 15 months. So, if you've been married to somebody for 12 months or longer, then the spouse can pull up to 50% of what the main member is receiving. Now, she doesn't get both hers and his. It's going to be up to half of his or her own amount, whichever is the higher amount. In this case, we were able to get Judy a $6,000 increase per year. Here's another situation where we help a lot of people. They come to us and they say, well, I'm divorced. What can I receive? Well, Jeannie in this situation is 70. And yes, she's been married at least 10 years, because you have to have been married 10 years, to her ex spouse. She was receiving $400. He was receiving $3,200. And again, ex spouse, 10 years you were married, you can have up to 50% of what your ex spouse is receiving or your own Social Security amount, whichever is the higher amount. So in her situation, we were able to get her a $14,400 increase yearly. Now, in this case, Lisa is a survivor. Lisa's spouse recently passed away and she had no income. And she was very upset and anxious over, she wouldn't be able to pay for the house or the car. And I explained to her that because of the fact that she was 60 and that he had passed away while he was drawing his Social Security, that she would be able to go to Social Security and request to receive 100% of what he received. So we were able to get her $1,800 a month, in which case now she felt more financially secure. Let's talk for just a moment about the advantages of delaying your Social Security. So, the earliest you can receive it, as you can see, is 62. But if you were 67, that's when you're going to receive 100%. However, if you want to continue to work, you can wait until 70 and draw it at 70, and you're going to get 124% per month for life of what you would have received at age 67. So timing is critical when taking your Social Security. You need to understand what your full retirement age is. You need to understand if you're going to keep working, how it will affect you, and we'll go over that in just a moment. And you'll need to understand that the maximum you can make under the age of, in this case, 67, because that was 100% of your full retirement age, is $23,400. When should a person draw their Social Security? Well, it really depends on you. Are you going to continue to work? Do you need the income now because you're tired of working, or maybe you have a health issue? Do you want to wait till your full retirement? It's totally up to your personal situation. Let's talk about what happens if you're going to take your Social Security before your full retirement age, how it's going to affect your check. So, if you're under age 65 and you're going to continue to work, let's say you decide to take it at age 62, the maximum you can make is $23,400. If you make more than that, and this is monthly, so you break it down to approximately $1,700 gross. Now, not net, but gross amount, the max amount that you get. If you make more than that, then for every $2 over that amount you make, they pull a dollar back from you. We've had people come to us who applied at age 62, continue to work at 100%, and because they made quite a bit more money, received no check. So again, you need to know the timing is what's critical for you. Now, that doesn't mean they won't get the money later, But if they retired, or should say, took their Social Security at age 62, continued to work and made more than the $23,400, and then stopped working later, they will have reduced what they're going to receive by 70% per month, 30% per month for life. But let's say you're 66 in 6 months and you want to go ahead and retire now because you're tired and you just want to. Well, that last month of you're very close to your full retirement age, the maximum you can make is $62,160 without any kind of penalty. But many people, once they realize they really want to work until their full retirement age, and that's when you can make as much money as you want, get 100% of your Social Security and not be penalized. Now, there's a lot of other questions and factors that come into your Social Security, and we're here to help you with that. We can help you maximize it. We can explain to you the rules, and we can get you to the right Social Security office if there is any kind of issues. So, set an appointment today to discuss maximizing your Social Security. You can reach us at 405 246 0305, or you can go out to sbcmedicare.com and set up an appointment, and we'll be more than happy to help you today.